Now that after the credits scene with this week's episode of My Hero Academia was absolutely chilling with the soundtrack that they were playing and just how they directed that scene, it absolutely made you fear for the characters' lives, and I just can't wait for episode 10 to see where they go with that, because that's going to be absolutely wild. This week's episode, episode 9 of My Hero Academia, it does a lot, and I like how much it subverted what I expected it was going to do, because I think the reason this episode was as effective as it was, the reason that this episode landed as much as it did for me, is because it didn't go the way I predicted, because I assumed that Deku and the gang would have got there before the pro heroes, and they would have got into a bit of a fight, and then All Might would have came crashing in to save the day, and then they would somehow escape, and then Bakugo would be saved. But instead, there was actually two locations, and Deku and the gang technically go to the worst location. You're going up against the big bad, you're not even a pro hero yet, you don't want to do that. But then you have the other heroes, you know, All Might, Endeavor, things like that, and they're going to save Bakugo because they worked with the police, they used the media to make them think that they were still a little bit of ways before finding them, but in fact they were going to strike that very night because they used the heroes, they used the tracking device, they used the police force, everything about it, it was used to full potential. And I like how it's directed because when you have the media as an example, I thought the media was going to be pretty dense, like they were just going to be there to stir up drama, which they are, but I like how they do pick up on things, like how Bakugo was very feisty at the festival, and he definitely strikes people who don't know him as the potential that maybe he could be someone who could be a villain. Like there's very much anger and just hatred in his eyes, but I like how the teachers handle it, like especially with Eraserhead, because Eraserhead obviously wanted to just sucker punch the media 100%, but he sucks it up and takes full responsibility, but also explaining like the teachers in general, just saying like Bakugo is not the type of person who would turn to villains, and if they think that, they're stupid. He very much wants to be the #1 hero, and he values people like All Might. He would never turn. And we absolutely understand that after last week's episode, and I like how they handle that, and I like how Bakugo handles that, being like, yeah, you guys are a bunch of idiots, I'm not going to turn to your goddamn side, and I was expecting Bakugo to throw a few punches before something would happen. But how they direct the scene where All Might comes crashing through, not even the front door, the goddamn wall, they're directing like, hey, pizza's here, it was absolutely thrilling, because, like, I knew it wasn't going to end there, but it was nice to have a few minutes of just hero after hero coming in, kicking ass, taking some names. There's a reason that these are the pro heroes. Yes, we've seen them get stomped on a lot, but they've had it bad. But when they get it right, you really see why they are the pro heroes, why All Might's the #1, and why people are supposed to look up to these heroes, because of these amazing plans that they work with the police force, they do these crazy strategies in general, and it was just thrilling to see, and it was heartwarming to see Bakugo very much just in awe of his hero All Might standing there, All Might being like, I know you're probably scared, but you were brave. And then he tries to be like, no, I was never scared, All Might giving up the thumbs up. It was just awesome to see that because it didn't go the way I thought. Like, I really thought that they were a little bit of ways before striking, and I thought it would be Deku who would break in, because that's the more typical way to write a shonen, is you have like the main character be the one who does a lot of the cool things. But I like how they put the main character's group in technically a worse spot, and they just kind of made the group useless while the actual heroes, the people who are fit for battle, did the cleanup there. And we even get to see people's quirks we've never seen used, like Best Genius and how they're used, and it was awesome to see that directed. It was exceptionally well done, and it really put the villains in a tight corner there. One of the highlights though is when Best Genius is talking about Bakugo and how like he just couldn't get over his pride and just how he couldn't get over his hair and kind of teach him his ways. I love that moment. It was just absolutely hilarious, and it was just a nice little cool down moment before things got a bit more heated. But I really did enjoy how that there was two locations, how there was the tracking device went one place, the police went the other place, and I like how it really did present it as the heroes were in a great spot. You know, you have the giant lady just kicking down the walls here, destroying the Namu. Then we have Shigaraki and them just pinned down. Everything is looking good, but then the Namu appear. Endeavor's getting swarmed. Everyone's getting swarmed. Things aren't looking good. I like that. I like how this episode, like, even though I was expecting something along this nature, like Deku and the gang would get there first, they would help fight with Bakugo, then All Might would come in, they would look like they're winning, and then somehow they would escape. Something like that. That's how I thought it was going to go. And even though parts of that did end up coming true, this episode was completely unexpected because of how well it was rote. Like, I really do like how the characters do think. Even the media. The media is a bunch of assholes who are just stirring up drama, but they at least did pay attention to things that were on TV there, like how Bakugo did act at the sports festival. It's understandable why they could stir that up to say he could easily turn to the dark side. I like how the heroes, they're not just so prideful that they have to do everything themselves. They work with the police force, they do what they can, and they have the best strike force. This was the absolute best plan, but sometimes those villains can even one-up the best heroes like All Might and the police force, the attack squad, things like that. And we know next week's going to be pretty insane. Like, things are getting bad very quickly, and I can't wait to see how All Might and all of them are going to react, like how Deku's going to react. Like, is he going to fight? What's going to happen? Because really, he shouldn't fight the big bad. There's absolutely no reason he should. Deku should support the heroes for sure in this situation. They're going up against an insane evil. Maybe they should stick to the Namu, but we'll see where they go. But I like how it was directed. It definitely had, there was a couple of moments where they were just playing some of the eeriest music I've heard in this series to date, and the way they were directing it, it was sending chills up my spine. It was absolutely incredible. The voice acting was definitely top notch in this episode, but the soundtrack was the star of the sound direction. It really was going above and beyond and really sold these scenes, and there was a lot of heartwarming scenes. The first little chunk of the episode may not have wowed me as much, but holy hell, when you see the full package, All Might crashing through the wall there, everything about it was just exciting, and I can't wait to see where they're going to go with episode 10. It was great. Like, honestly, the villains, the heroes, they're all interesting to watch no matter what's happening on screen, and I don't know where they're going to go with next week's episode, and that's thrilling. Can't wait to see where episode 10 is going to go, but let me know your thoughts, your favorite moment. What did you think of all the unexpected twists that they threw at us? Just let me know what you're feeling down in that comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like, and if you're new, also be sure to subscribe. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.